Well, we have big breaking news coming in from Karnataka. IT raids Congress candidate Bheemanna Naik's house at Sirsi in Karnataka. 85 lakh rupees have been seized by the IT sleuths in searches that are being conducted at multiple locations. Sources say that these raids could also be connected to the 9 crore rupees recovery which took place yesterday near Nella Mangala. Well, so income tax officials conducted raids on Sirsi Siddapur constituency Congress candidate Bheemanna Naik's house at Ayappa Nagar in Sirsi town of Uttar Kannada district on early this morning. According to sources, a team of 8 IT officials conducted the raids. Naik is also a businessman, and officials were checking the documents in the house until late last night. Naik is one of the strong contenders in the 12 May Assembly election. He represents the dominant Namadhari community in the constituency. He is also a relative of the former Chief Minister S. Bangarappa. Meanwhile, Congress leaders said that Naik is a strong candidate in Sirsa constituency. The BJP was using the IT department to defeat him. Congress is crying foul over this matter and calls it a conspiracy of the BJP in the state. I'm now joined by our Karnataka correspondent Srija on this big story. Srija, so this is of course a huge crackdown by the IT sleuths. Give us all the information on the raids that were conducted on this Sirsi Congress candidate early this morning.
Well, the crackdown by the income tax department refuses to die down. So what you're seeing over here is the latest where Congress candidate Bheem Naik, in fact, his house, we understand that they have recovered at least 85 lakh crore rupees, what we are given to understand as far as the officials go. Now, this is the confirmation that is coming in from the IT sleuths. But that apart, we are also given to understand that this was conducted based on a tip-off. Remember that ever since the model code of conduct has kicked in, we have seen the flying squads that have been stationed at various checkpoints, and also that apart, based on a tip-off, this investigation has been right now carried out.
Yes, Rija, so this comes, in a series of crackdown, isn't it? Only yesterday we were reporting about Election Commission's disclosure on the amount of money in gold and in cash that has been recovered. So clearly the attempt is on to, sort of crack down on these malpractices. It is a tough job at hand with elections coming closer.
Well, absolutely. We're just about a week and a half away from the assembly elections. Now, remember, this is a very crucial election considering the fact that the BJP is doing all that they can, making the inroads into southern India. But that apart, we are also given to understand that this is a twofold or threefold increase as far as the IT raids are concerned, where the income tax loot, or for that matter, even for that matter, the election commission, the flying squads, they have been recovering cash every now and then. So the latest number that stands at is at least about 20 to 22 crore rupees. Now that is the latest number that we are picking up. And also, if you're really looking at the trend, this is at least a twofold or threefold increase as far as compared to the last election.
Right, that's the level of money power that is being used this time around, and it is perhaps because the competition is so stiff, Srija, like you just pointed out. Also in this particular case, in the case of Bheemanna Naik, I believe the Congress is crying foul. They're calling it a political witch hunt.
Well, of course, now, in fact, if you're clearly looking at both the parties, the major parties that we are talking about here is the BJP and the Congress that are involved in mudslinging. But apart from that, we are also given to understand that right now the Congress is trying to tell that the BJP at the center is trying to influence officials, and that is exactly the reason why they are putting them in the spot. So, of course, there is political vendetta, because remember, this is the only time that they can, in fact, capitalize on the political mileage, gain voters. But however, this is the time that they are trying to indulge in mudslinging and also political blaming. But however, as far as the investigation goes now, this is the number that we are looking at.
A huge challenge for the Election Commission to conduct free and fair elections in Karnataka. We were already reporting a lot of malpractices from there. Thanks for joining us, Srija, with your inputs.